Hello everybody, welcome to Broadcast.gg Scrim Nights. My name is Ben Viglo, and I am joined today by Boda and Elite. Hello guys, how you doing?
Great, how are you?
Pretty good. Looking forward to some pretty good Overwatch tonight. We have Ungentleman Black versus Gup Gang. Ungentleman Black being here a lot in the past. Just a very frequent face on Broadcast.gg. So,
UG Black are regulars on Broadcast.gg. They've been together for about a year, so quite a while for teams in this bracket. And we got OP Freeze plays the off-tank player. Flex prefers to play Zarya. Got Mechanics on the main tank. Prefers to play Reinhardt. We got Lizard Birdie, their hit scan specialist, and really likes to play that Widowmaker. T-Smack running that main healer. We will see on Ana preferred, but typically will flex to Zenyatta. Mercy player will be Scorpion. You're going to expect to see a lot of Mercy today, as the new patches aren't live yet. And we got Nebs, the projectile DPS, and the flex prefers to play Pharah.
Yeah, so Elite, what do you think we're going to see out of Gup Gang over here?
Well, on Gup Gang, they've only been together for about 3 weeks, so not as much synergy to be built between them as Ungentleman Black, but their captain is McNulty, and he likes to play a lot of Diva over on the rest of their team. Moon, their support player, like Boda said, we're going to see a lot of Mercy, and he is a big Mercy player, so we'll definitely see some Mercy out of him. Your waifu is going to be the other support. He likes to play a lot of Zen. And then we have Shield Shock and Albatross on DPS. They're both big fans of Tracer and Widowmaker. Oh, okay. Sorry about that. Anyway, so it'll be MCN that is the team captain, and he is a big fan of Diva. And then we have your waifu, who is Daria, in game, and he is the one that's a big fan of Zenyatta. He's their other support player. Then ZCH and Albatross are the DPS. They're fans of Widow, and Tracer are their favorite champions. And UFO will be the other tank, and he is a big fan of playing Winston. And Gup Gang, their favorite map is Assault, and apparently their least favorite game is anything that's not Assault. So anything that's not Assault, we may see an advantage for UG Black.
I think we may have seen some sort of memes in the data collection.
Yes.
Considering all the sort of roles they put in for themselves. There's some fascinating ones in there. I don't know if we could get some of them read.
Yes, yeah, they have over there. Their roles are actually just kind of normal. Main tank, off tank, flex, hit scan, DPS.
Oh, look next to them.
Support. Oh, on their notes? Okay, yeah, bot, and then McNulty, MCN, he is referred to as the team dad. Albatross spits bars and is a tier 2 toast maker. ZCH makes legendary plays. And then Moon, who I don't actually see a Moon, so he must be LF boyfriend. Okay, so if there's anyone watching, Moon is looking for a boyfriend, and he lives for bloodthirsty Glocks. So that's what you had to look forward to from the Gup Gang.
Yeah, so it looks like our first map here is going to be Lijiang Tower. I don't know if these teams are going to follow the Open Division format, which would consist of Control, Escort, Assault, Hybrid, and then another Control map to round out the best of 5. But I do know that for this, they are going to be doing resets. Commonly, when you see teams doing scrims like this, they want to reset the map if one of them doesn't make it all the way, so that the other team gets the chance to push the entire way. So, just keep that in mind if they suddenly switch sides mid-map. That's why.
And if you also see all 3 maps of Control, for example, that's because they want to see as much as possible. This is about practice, not as much about the win.
Yeah, these teams need practice. This is a good place to get it. And we're here to get practice off their practice. One of the teams are ready. Just waiting on the other one to initiate the game.
And once again, I am Boda.
And I am Elite. It's so nice to be here tonight with all of you guys. Thank you for having me.
Looking forward to a couple of nice games here as we are entering the map.
Here we go. We're going to jump in. Like you said, the first one is on Lijiang Tower. So as we jump into this control, Boda, what do you like to see coming out of hero compositions on Lijiang Tower?
I think on Control Center, you're going to be looking for a lot of Junkrat, perhaps McCree, as the choke is very spammable there. Pharah is viable as well. In terms of supports, you're probably going to be looking at Mercy, of course, Lucio perhaps, and then Zarya Reinhardt, very strong as well on this map, that sort of deathball type of comp.
And it looks like over on the blue side with UG Black, they are going to come out with the McCree and the Junkrat, just like you said, as well as the Reinhardt, Zanya, and the Mercy. Some dead-on casting there, dead-on analysis over on the red side. They're really switching up their heroes. Let's see what they decide to go with. So we got 30 seconds for them to make their choices. Looks like they're going to roll with the Junkrat. And UFO is going to come out with the Doomfist. They actually made the basketball in there, so that's exciting. UFO is going to come out with the Doomfist. Do you think that Doomfist is a good choice on this map?
I think Doomfist is a good choice overall. I'm kind of biased towards him. I think he's a good substitute for like a Genji-type flanker. Does look like they are rolling with Reaper, however, might have been a bit of a troll pick. I do think Doomfist is quite powerful. I've seen him a lot in Korea, especially. So I don't think it's the worst choice. But the control point has been opened up as we see Gup Gang rolling up into server room here and UG Black taking a position on the point.
They're going to make their way around, and let's see what's going to happen as they push in here. UFO is going to get up here on the front lines as they cover in behind the shield tank for Reinhardt, but a couple players going to go down for both teams. It's currently a 4v4, neither team with a big advantage. The control point is going to unlock. Neither team is going to rush right in here and try to take it, but Nebs will get taken out, and that's the DPS down, and Gup Gang is able to take the point as this one gets underway, and UG Black's going to be pushed away back towards their spawn.
Yeah, big factor in this map, Elite, is which Junkrat manages to get more spam damage off. And as you see, Albatross with that early Riptire coming in around server room, he is the one who has had much more boom as the Mercy and the McCree falls. That's going to be a reset for UG Black.
Yeah, and Gup Gang's going to completely use their chance to push this aggression here, and they're going to push them all the way back to the spawn following a great Riptire by Albatross. We're going to get a quick replay of the Riptire as we watch Albatross. As soon as he had it, brought it right up and brought it around the server room, just like you said. He took it in and immediately took out two people with it, and they use that as their chance to engage.
Now, what I find really interesting from Gup Gang is that they're not taking the forward position. They're conceding the choke and just letting UG Black walk in, but they're still taking a lot of damage from that Junkrat spam, from those fire strikes, various trash damage, as Transcendence comes out from T-Smack.
Transcendence is going to come out. Let's see if they try to push in here. Dario will bring out his Valkyrie, and another Riptire is going to come out from Albatross. 3 kills with it. And despite the Transcendence from them to start off the fight, we'll see if they can continue this one on. The Earth Shatter is going to come out from Mechanics, but there he goes. And Albatross will pick up another 2 kills, and Albatross is a force to be reckoned with right now.
Albatross absolutely running a workshop on Junkrat here. I think the key to that fight was that, as I mentioned, T-Smack popped that Transcendence very early, so when MCN threw the Graviton Surge in there, there was no healing to mitigate any of the damage. Not that that would have done very much against the Riptire anyways.
Nebs brings out his Riptire to take his turn. He is able to get ZCH with it, so they will be down a player. And let's see if UG Black decides to take this one while they have the advantage. The Earth Shatter will come out from UFO, and he'll have some people with it. He's going to get the pin onto Mechanics, and that's a tank down. Albatross will go down as well. Now they're going to push in. They're going to go into overtime, and this is their last chance to jump in here. Let's see if they can come in. Looks like they're pulling out the upper hand as this one gets underway. A couple players are going to go down for Gup Gang.
Ooh.
But ZCH is going to be able to get 2 kills there with the Death Blossom, and they're starting to push them back now. Let's see if Gup Gang can get in here and still try to defend this after ZCH's Death Blossom. It looks like UG Black is going to be able to push in here and take this one, but now Gup Gang's making their way back. Still at 99%. They still have 2 people on the point. It's starting to fill up for them. The Riptire won't be able to get a kill as Mechanics is able to wipe that one out, and they are able to take the point. This one isn't over yet.
UG Black with a nice comeback off the back of that Valkyrie there. It looked like pretty dire towards the end, but that Valkyrie bringing back 2 players, allowing them to come back into it. It's going to be an uphill battle, however, holding 99% as MCN gets a pick on the mechanics.
It's going to be tough, and MCN does have the Graviton Surge ready, and there he is. He brings it out. No other ults up to combo with them, but they don't need it. They just go in and wipe them all out. And now it's only Nebs. He's still here. Let's see if he can hang on. He cannot. There he goes. But now he's able to take out 2 people with the Pulse Bomb, but Daria's going to come in with the Resurrection. Mechanics will go down as well. And now there's no one here as the overtime wick burns down, and Gup Gang will take round 1.
Well, that's all she wrote. That Graviton at the end catching 4 players from UG Black, and it's really hard to recover from that. You don't even need ults, like you said, at that point. You can just swing and toss Junkrat mines into it, and that'll give you a full wipe. Pretty hard for UG Black to come back after losing 99% on the control point. They made a valiant effort, but overall I think Nebs' spam damage was just not as much as Albatross, as Albatross had 3 or 4 Rift Tires to Nebs' 1 or 2.
Yes, not only that, but his Rift Tires picked up a lot more kills than Nebs did. Some very effective Rift Tires there, and this time he's going to roll with Farah here. Looks like he may roll with some Concussion Blasts. Try to knock people off the map. This one's going to get underway, and both teams are going to make their way out of the points. Neb's already fallen off the map.
That's unfortunate. Perhaps he missed a blink or something, as I expect to see a lot of boops on this map. This is Boop City after all. As Mechanics loses his mech to ZCH's early pressure, that's going to be 2 people down for Gucci Gang, and that's going to be hard for them to take the point after that.
Yes, and now UG
Black Gang, excuse me.
UG Black, Lizard Birdie will get taken out, and Gup Gang is going to be able to take the point as this one gets underway. That's right, you know that's what they were going for. Anyway, Gup Gang will take the point as this one gets underway. Both teams with the Lucio going for the boops, like you said, but Gup Gang will take the point first, and they're going to keep up the early aggression. It looks like UG Black wants to move around towards the left side, try to push in from over here. Let's see, Gup Gang trying to put down their poke. Let's see how UG Black engages.
UG Black opting for that engage in White Room as OP Freeze comes into the backline with that Winston bubble, putting some pressure down. But meanwhile, Albatross with the barrage in the backline, getting Scorpion Zero and Lizard Birdie. That's the kill feed coming up entirely in favor of Gup Gang, and this is just going to be a cleanup.
Great Rocket Barrage from Albatross got that underway, and Gup Gang was able to follow up after the great Rocket Barrage. And after a quick start to that fight, UG Black put up no competition, and Gup Gang completely wiped them out. A quick 4 for 0, and the rest were forced to back up. Already a 50% for Gup Gang. Now, UG Black's going to try to push back in here. They got a couple ults up. Lizard Birdie with the Tactical Visor ready, but the High Noon's going to come out from ZCH. He'll take out Scorpion Zero with that. And now 4 players are down. ZCH will finally get taken out, but he's the only one dead at the moment. He's just going to get rezzed back up, so now the only one that was still alive was OP Freeze, but he's already come back out of spawn. So another fight that got underway there, and Gup Gang quickly came out on top. Lizard Birdie was not even able to use the Tactical Advisor. And as we get ready for this next fight, still 3 ults up for Gup Gang.
Gup Gang, definitely no slouches in the ult department right now. You'd think that UG Black would have ult advantage after getting wiped on the last fight, but T-Smack comes with that sound barrier to open up the fight, and Elf, looking for Boyfriend, responds with her own. Tac Visor finally popped, but not able to catch anything as Albatross manages to pick him off, tossing another barrage into the works, looking for targets, but will get taken down by T-Smack. Picks going back and forth, but the timer going firmly in favor of Gup Gang here as the overtime wick begins to burn.
They are at 99%. UG Black's going to have to come up big here. They were able to do it in the last round. Let's see if they can continue. Nebs is on the back line. He's trying to take out Daria, but he'll pop Valkyrie, and he'll be able to fly away safely. The Deadeye will come out from ZCH, and Nebs wants to negate this, and he will. He's able to take out ZCH, but he'll get rezzed back up, and Nebs is forced away. The action is still going to continue in here on the point, and Gup Gang is coming out on top. Lone Man on the point is Mechanics. He'll bring out the self-destruct. Not able to get any kills, and now there's a T-Smack hopping around with the Lucio, and he'll get taken out. And Gup Gang will take round 2 as well.
Really nice play from both sides there, but Gup Gang able to take the early advantage on the point, and that's so important in control. So often the people who capture the point first will take the whole round. As we see Albatross with that spam damage getting play of the game here.
This was the Graviton.
Oh, the grab, yeah.
Gonna throw the Graviton Surge very quickly. We're able to wipe out UG Black there, and all 4 badges going over to Gup Gang.
Yeah, definitely a good match played between both those teams. But Gup Gang was just being dominant on both those points. The second one went 0 to 100, I believe.
Yes.
Yeah, that's just insane. I think really the big thing was just Albatross on all those DPS characters. On Gentleman Black just could not deal with him.
Some great rocket barrages, and in the first round, 2 Riptires both got 3 kills back-to-back for Albatross, and there was just nothing that UG Black could do to negate how much damage he was putting out, as anytime they attempted to go for a fight, they weren't able to because no ultimates had to be burned because Riptire was killing everyone by itself.
Yeah, I definitely wanted to point out Albatross's superiority on both maps, really. His name perhaps being a call-out to Seagull, the famous player, of course, really living up to his namesake there.
Yeah, so it looks like our next map here is going to be Hollywood, a hybrid map. So these teams are breaking away from the Open Division map pool, although they probably will play at least one of each map type. So we will see them on a multitude of different types of maps here.
Well, we'll be jumping into the next one as he asks the teams if they're ready. As we get into this next one, we'll see if Albatross is able to continue his DPS domination as he did in round 1. We're going to jump in to Hollywood. So we make our way, and it'll be Gup Gang on attack. Let's see what they decide to roll with.
I'm looking to see an early, maybe dive from Gup Gang here. It's pretty strong on Hollywood. You could also go with a more Death Bally comp with a Hanzo behind, or with like Soldier, Junkrat kind of thing with it behind his Reinhardt shield. But gonna see UG Black with the more standard Orisa Roadhog. We've been seeing that comp a lot in the Overwatch League, that tank lineup. And then we got Nebs with that trash damage on Pharaoh, just spamming at the choke. Lizard Birdie holding on the high ground with Soldier and the Mercy Zenyatta we're so used to seeing.
And if they roll with the compositions they have at the moment, then Gup Gang is going to be going the 3 DPS. Do you like 3 DPS on attack here?
3 DPS is definitely viable. I have to say, I expect Gup Gang to be a little bit troll with their picks to start based on the last round. So, I don't think we're going to be seeing Symmetra or Hanzo. We will see, however. I expect to see MCN playing perhaps D.Va and UFO on Winston. Would love to see Symmetra on offense. It'd be very fun, but for some reason, I don't think they're going for it.
No, they are going to switch. Oh, now he's going to switch to the Torb. They like to mess with us. They have 10 seconds to make their final picks. Let's see if he goes back over to Winston. That's what I would expect. Oh, yes, he will. So, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and this one will get underway as Gup Gang begins their attack.
Gup Gang rolling in with a pretty standard dive comp of their own, running that Mercy Zenyatta, the support lineup we're so accustomed to seeing, and with that Winston D.Va and that Tracer, with substituting the Genji perhaps for a Pharah. This time we see ZCH on the Pharah, perhaps switching it up with Albatross a little bit as spam damage and poke underway. Gup Gang takes a position on the alleyway.
They will swing down to the alleyway, but Albatross will get hooked in, but he's able to make it out safely. Had shields. He had some shields and some heals there. UFO on the Winston. Let's see if he decides to jump in. Both teams, they start to charge up their ults. Up there, Nebs tries to put shots on them as they hang out in the alleyway. There's another hook, but he's going to hook in. MCN, UFO will dive in up to the top and try to focus down carries. He's got a lot of people there with him as they're able to take out T-Smack, but UFO will go down as well, and MCN will get knocked out of his mech, so he's a mechless D.Va trying to survive on the point. They'll take out Scorpion, though, as ZCH is able to get that, and that's a support down, and now a lot of players are going down for UG Black. Gup Gang is coming out on top, and it looks like they'll be able to take this point. OP Freeze is still here, but he's not going to be able to hold on to all this by himself, but it doesn't mean he won't try, but he'll get taken out. And now just a little over a minute in, Gup Gang is able to take this and get this payload moving.
ZCH saying, Albatross, you can play Pharah, but so can I, getting a couple of very impact frags on Scorpion and Lizard, respectively. LF Boyfriend, meanwhile, holding on to that Valkyrie is going to be key in this next fight. Valkyrie advantage, oh so important right now. They're going to be able to push the cart quite far as UG Black don't have a single ult to their name yet.
No ult, and they got quite a ways to go as they get the next one. Lizard Birdie starting to work his way towards the Tactical Advisor. Like you said, LF Boyfriend, he does have the Valkyrie ready. OP Freeze will jump in and try to get to the back, but he'll immediately get taken out. He wanted to focus some carries, but was not able to. Now a couple players will go down as well for Gup Gang, but his Tactical Visor will come out from Lizard Birdie. He'll be able to take out Albatross. He'll still try to focus down ZCH, who is now on Widow. Epi Freeze will get res back up, and he'll use that as his chance to jump in and try to focus down these supports as well. But he'll back up as they know they've won that fight, and they'll hold on to their defense right here on the payload.
Lizard Birdie really coming up huge there with the picks and with the Tac Visor, getting a couple of impact frags. And we do see ZCH switching on to the Widowmaker. That's a very important, a very good player on this point as T-Smack pops that Transcendence.
UFO, he brings out the Primal Rage as well, and he tries to focus Lizard Birdie. He knocks him way out of the fight, but he's still getting healed up. Nebs is able to take out ZCH with his Rocket Barrage, but now he's right in the middle of the fight. He's very low, and he's going to get taken out as Albatross is able to get that kill. Albatross is going to blink away, though. He has the Pulse Bomb ready, as it looks like his team is not coming out on top here. Not really being able to push this. Albatross forced to back away, and yet another fight that UG Black was able to come out on top.
UG Black's showing that they're not exactly out of this one yet, holding tight at the choke on Hollywood's second point here, but critical mass almost being reached on the ultimates. They on the side of Gup Gang. Daria holding on to that Transcendence with both support ults. That's going to trigger a jump in as UFO leaps in, quickly prompts LF Boyfriend to pop the Valkyrie, bringing him back up. But Lizard Birdie coming up huge once again, picking off MCN quickly. Kills going firmly in favor of UG Black. They just got to get on the payload now.
Lizard Birdie able to get 2 kills, but some resurrections coming out. Now Lizard Birdie still in here on the back lines. He'll get 2 more kills. That was without a Tactical Visor. But now Scorpion Zero will come in and get some resurrections as ZCH and Looking for Boyfriend both get taken out. OP Freeze is going to push them back off the payload. And there's still 2 minutes and 30 seconds, but as this one has gotten underway, UG Black has put up a stone wall that Gup Gang is unable to get through.
Yeah, their defense on streets looking quite firm. Mechanics holding the front line on that Orisa. Going to be a tough nut to crack for Gup Gang.
UFO has the Primal Rage ready. ZCH working his way towards the Deadeye. Albatross close to his ult as well, but Nebs on the other side, he has the Primal Rage ready, as well as the Transcendence, or the Primal Rage. He has the Rocket Barrage ready, as well as the Transcendence and the Valkyrie. Albatross actually gets taken out by Lizard Birdie. That'll make it a 6v5, and let's see if they try to engage. High Noon will come out from ZCH. He'll get a kill, but he'll fall as well as Nebs gets that kill. Nebs also able to take out Daria. He takes out 2 squishies. There goes MCN as well, and Nebs with a huge, huge moment in that fight. And again, UG Black will wipe out Gup Gang's attack.
Only committing a Transcendence there as well from T-Smack, as we're going to take a look at Nebs picking off that McCree in the back there after his Deadeye.
Takes out Dario as well, and then he was also able to take out MCN, who had just been knocked out of his mech. And Nebs has played great this entire round, and only 120 left for Gup Gang. Let's see how they put up another fight. A lot of ultimates up for both teams. Albatross has the Pulse Bomb ready. Let's see who he wants to focus for. See if he tries to put it on Scorpion. You'd have to think that'd be a target. Nebs actually gets taken out. And now let's see if Looking for Boyfriend pops the ult to get this here, because they really need him. He hasn't popped it yet. Well, look, the Scorpion, there we go. He is going to bring him back in. And now as this fight gets underway, ZCH and MCN will both fall. And it looks like UG Black will come out on top as this fight starts. A couple players going to go down for both teams, but UG Black still with the numbers advantage. They take out Boyfriend as well. And again, UG Black will come out on top. Just 40 seconds left. No one on the point. There's no one on the point at all. They're going to continue this fight way over here as they try to take out Albatross. Albatross distracting the entire team and blinking away. And as all this is happening, no one is on the point. MCN will finally make his way over to the payload after the entire team decides to follow him back over. He's going to be forced to back away. Just 20 seconds left. Let's see what Gup Gang can do here. This is going to be one final push for them. They'll jump in. Will UFO. They have to get on the point here. Albatross with the Pulse Bomb ready. Nebs with the Rocket Barrages ready as well. Lizard Birdie. They're going to take out OP Freeze, and that's a tank down. The Deadeye will come out from ZCH. It was a good zoning tool. I don't know if he was able to do much damage with it, but Nebs is being focused down as well, and they're able to come out on top here. They're trying to be able to try to push this one. Lizard Birdie will get taken out as well as ZCH is able to push in. Mechanics is going to get knocked out of his mech. And finally, Gup Gang will come out on top of a fight. Let's see if they can take this one to the checkpoint.
Yeah, their sloppy engage on the previous fight will mean that UG Black should have a reset for this point should they decide to take it. OP Freeze hanging out by the door there. Might want to go and touch. And they will pop the Transcendence on T-Smack coming out to the point. But meanwhile, Daria gets a headshot onto Nebs. There's going to be no Rocket Barrage from him so far. And a Pulse Bomb from Albatross picking off Lizard Birdie. Both Valkyries up in the sky as the payload ticks closer to the last checkpoint of Streets. Lizard Birdie pops the Tac Visor and Nebs pops the Barrage, but neither of them able to get any kills with them as the fight taking place on the point slowly swinging in favor of Gup Gang. OP Freeze is holding tight on the point though as Winston, but Albatross getting lots of damage in. This is slowly working its way in Gup Gang's favor. Just a couple of tanks and a Mercy left on the point for UG Black. OP Freeze though able to pick off LF Boyfriend. That's going to be a big pick as the main healer for Gup Gang will be down. Meanwhile, Mechanics pops out of mech. OP Freeze with that Primal Rage trying to get any kind of kills. Both angry monkeys swatting each other back and forth as MCN pops a self-destruct on the point.
Wasn't able to get any kills with it, but ZCH will come in and be able to lock up 3 kills. He'll bring out the Deadeye as well, and Nebs will fall with that. And with that, they're able to take the second checkpoint, all while in overtime. Non-stop action there on the payload, but at the end, Gup Gang is able to come out on top. We're going to get a replay here. This was ZCH. He came in. He was able to take out 3 people in a row as we saw him take out Diva, Winston, and at the end, he was able to take out Lizard as well. And with that, Gup Gang is able to take the second checkpoint, and they are marching their way towards the third.
ZCH really just coming up clutch on that last fight, getting 2 or 3 picks. Otherwise, UG Black might have been able to trickle back onto the point. But here we are on the last checkpoint of Hollywood, and UG Black wants to take the fight as closely as they can. Mechanics and OP Freeze unfortunately falling quite early in the fight, prompting an early res from Scorpion onto OP Freeze. Lizard Birdie on that Widowmaker now, gets a pick onto Albatross. There's going to be no damage unless he chooses to get res, but no, LF Boyfriend does res Daria. Position from UG Black further back, however.
Through all this, UFO was able to jump in, and he got a couple people, but a quick Valkyrie, like you said, from Scorpion Zero was able to bring them back up. And he's going to bring him, and he'll get stuck by the Pulse Bomb. Albatross will take him out, and now with no mercy, they should have this advantage as this one goes on. But as I say that, it looks like UG Black is able to push them back. The self-destruct will come out. UG Black is doing a good job of pushing them off at this point. OP Freeze in the Primal Rage trying to zone them and knock them out. The Transcendence will come out as well from Daria. Standing here on the point, healing his team the best they can. We're going to go into overtime, and they got a long way to go to get to the third point. The self-destruct will come out, not able to get a kill, but he'll jump back into his mech as he tried to zone them off the point. UFO in the Primal Rage will try to knock his team away. He's able to knock Mechanics out of the mech, and ZCH will take out Lizard Birdie. Widow taking out Widow, and they start to push this point a little over halfway. Let's see what UG Black can do as they start to push out. Albatross will try to zone them as they try to make it out of spawn. Albatross just hanging out over here. OP Freeze is out, and he's going to try to focus Albatross, but as all this is happening, they're very close to the point. OP Freeze will jump in to contest this. He has to. Albatross will get taken out. Daria as well. And as they fight in here on the point, UG Black will start to come out on top as it gets underway. Just a couple players, and they're not able to make it as they're able to push them off, so they take it very far. Lizard Birdie plays very well as he took out DCH there at the end. And despite coming very, very close to the third point, Gup Gang is not able to take it all the way.
Yeah, after that Pulse Bomb on the Valked Mercy, I thought that was all she wrote for UG Black, to be honest. But Lizard Birdie just decided to pull out all the stops and go absolutely huge on that last point. You saw there right in the very last fight, Lizard Birdie getting 4 picks, one of them on a Diva mech, but still absolutely going wild on that Widowmaker, showing he's no slouch on the hit scan. I'm quite impressed, Elite, by the play of both teams' DPS.
Yes, they both played great. Both played very well. The Widows, they were trading kills back and forth there. ZCH was able to take out Lizard Birdie, which will help them get a great push, but at the end, it was Lizard Birdie who came back to get the final say as he took out ZCH. And with that kill, they didn't have a lot of DPS, and they were not able to take it all the way. But UG Black will have their work cut out for them. They're going to have a long way to go. What kind of composition do you want to see them run, knowing that they have to take this quite a way?
what they have queued up so far is kind of what we expect to see, right? We expect to see that dive comp coming out. It's just a question of whether Lizard Birdie wants to go hit scan or Pharah here, in my opinion. And he is going to go for that Widowmaker, perhaps get a couple of early picks off of Hotel. Meanwhile, we see Gup Gang going for pretty much a mirror comp of what UG Black ran on defense before with that Orisa Hog. Just exchanging Junkrat there on Albatross. We saw Albatross was able to get a lot of work done on just the last map we played.
Lijiang Tower.
Lijiang. On Lijiang, he got a lot of work done on Junkrat, so it's going to be nice to see him spam that choke down as the game is underway. We have UG Black coming out on offense, seeing what they can do against the formidable defense.
Yes, Albatross played very, very, very well on Junkrat in the first round on Lijiang Tower, and he's going to go back to it here as they're on defense. Let's see if he can recreate the magic he had in the first round. They want to jump down to the alley, down towards the left side. OP Freeze is going to jump, and his team is going to try to make their way over as well. Gup Gang trying to hold them off, but they'll all eventually make it safely over to the alley. OP Freeze ready to jump in as soon as his team is ready.
And just note that Lizard Birdie is unable to get any sort of angle here. Orisa's up on high ground, his entire team playing behind UFO's shield as Nebs does get on the point, trying to prompt them down, but quickly gets a concussion mine to the face. Meanwhile, T-Smack will get a pick on the ZCH, quickly rezzed up by LF Boyfriend. However, this is going to be kills coming up in favor of Gup Gang as Scorpion Zero tries to get out through the choke.
Yes, as that one got underway, Nebs was taken out almost immediately, and OP in as well. And that took down two players very quickly for UG Black. And after that, Gup Gang used that as their chance to push in. And they were able to successfully hold this one off. So the first wave, they were able to successfully defend, and Albatross does have the rip tire up. Let's see if it can hold up to the ones that he had back on Lijiang Tower. They start
both support ults though on UG Black. They'll have them up very soon. That's going to be a good advantage. They charge those up very fast.
Scorpion Zero does have his up. T-Smack almost up as well. Albatross actually gets taken out by Nebs. That's a great pick for UG Black. Let's see if LF Boyfriend decides to go over and go for the rest. That's a very important player. He will get it, but now MCN will fall for it. Let's see if they go for that res as well. The Transcendence is going to come out from T-Smack. The UG Black wants to use that as their chance to engage. The ultimate, the Riptire, will come out from Albatross. He's going to send this in the back, and he'll take out T-Smack. But Nebs in here on the back lines is trying to take out Albatross as all that happens. Albatross will get taken out as OP Freeze gets that kill. The Tactical Visor comes out as well from ZCH. He's able to take out Lizard Birdie. And as he pushes back in, he tries to focus down Nebs, but he's going to run into two people, and he's in a lot of trouble here, and he will get taken out. And it looks like UG Black has this advantage, but it's not a very long walk back for Gup Gang. And Gup Gang is doing their job to push back in here and try to push them out on the point. Scorpion Zero and the Valkyrie, though, still flying around, getting his heals. LF Boyfriend brings out his as well. They're trying to push them off the point. LF Boyfriend's still here, and I believe he's the only one. Making his way back in, though, is Daria to try to hold off this point. Is the only one here is ZCH as well. Daria actually gets a kill onto Mechanics. LF Boyfriend, ZCH, they will all fall as well. And it looks like UG Black on top at the moment. Albatross still here. He's forced to blink away, though, and it looks like as they have one tick and working their way towards two, they will be able to get this. They didn't get it as fast as Gup Gang did, but they do get it at the end, and they'll get this payload moving.
Yeah, the payload is moving, but not before they get it the time down to just 1 minute. Not as successful on first as Gup Gang, but I just want to point out Daria here. Usually when you see a Reinhardt versus Zenyatta battle at close range, you're going to give that one to Reinhardt every time. But Daria showing nothing but headshots in the kill feed, manages to take her out. That was the key to the long stall, I think.
Well, let's see if UG Black can make a push on the road here. Fast, more successful than Gup Gang did. OP Freeze and Mechanics, both with their ultimate sub. It's a huge wombo combo, and Nebs just got his. So a huge combo up for UG Black right now. If they can put it to force, but UFO is going to jump in. He wants to make it engage. He's going to get knocked up way high in the air. But now ZCH is able to get two kills, and as this one gets underway, Gup Gang will come out on top, getting a few kills, and UG Black not able to get out to the start that they needed. As they start to push this one, Gup Gang will be able to hold them off on their first attack.
Yeah, you don't want to lose the fight with ult advantage. As we're going to take a look at ZCH's Widow play there, we're able to stymie the offense quite single-handedly. But UG Black had an ult advantage going into that fight, but an early pick from UFO onto T-Smack meant that they were down for that whole fight, and now ults are pretty much tied.
They do still have the Earth Shatter Graviton Surge. No Nebs now. It was a big combo with the Pulse Bomb. Let's see when Mechanics decides to bring out his Earth Shatter. ZCH brings out the sight, so they're all going to have sight of the whole team. UFO will jump over. The Transcendence will come out, and they're going to want to use that chance. The Graviton Surge, it will come out from OP Freeze. The Earth Shatter comes out as well as this one gets underway. Neither team getting off to a big advantage as the Transcendence comes out from Daria. Mechanics will jump onto the back line as he tries to focus down ZCH. He'll grapple hook away to safety. And as all that is happening, UG Black is falling in this fight. Nebs is very low, and there he goes. Mechanics falls as well, and it'll be a 6 kill for Gup Gang. Now just 120 remaining for UG Black to get this payload moving.
Very nice play from Gup Gang there indeed, as they get basically a team kill there. An ult advantage going in favor of Gup Gang now as they're holding on to that Dragon Blade, holding on to that Valkyrie, and with the self-destruct, it's going to be a brick wall to push against.
A lot of ultimates up for Gup Gang, and UG Black will not have an advantage as they get this one underway, but they're going to have to make a last stand, and they're off to a bad start as ZCH takes out Scorpion. And they're down to Mercy. Albatross has the Dragon Blade ready, and he'll take out Lizard Bird as he dives onto the back lines. And now he wants to take out T-Smack, and he'll get him as well. Albatross doing all of this with no ultimate as he takes out Nebs, and now he'll dive onto Mechanics, and it gets him as well. Albatross single-handedly wiping out UG Black. We're going to get a replay here of Albatross so we can see this. That was him. He just took out T-Smack. And now dives onto Mechanics. Mechanic gets knocked out of his mech, and he'll take him out as well. Albatross near single-handedly wipes out UG Black there. All of that without the Dragon Blade. So with just 20 seconds left, we'll see what they can do, but it's not going to be easy.
Oh, it's not going to be easy at all. Albatross really, like you said, getting kills without even having to pull out the Dragon Blade. Still has it in his back pocket as the timer ticks down to 10 seconds here. And LF Boyfriend still with that Valkyrie.
Albatross facing off against Nebs. Almost had a great pick, but a good recall from Nebs was able to save him. They're going to dive in here for their last stand. Both tanks will go down as UFO and OP Freeze fall. The Dragon Blade will comes out. He'll take out T-Smack. On the back lines, he'll take out Lizard Birdie as well. A lot of people are going to go down for UG Black as Gup Gang as Albatross is able to take him out as well. Gup Gang is coming out huge in this fight. Not a lot of people in here on the point for UG Black as they are really losing this fight. The self-destruct will come out from MCN. Not able to take anyone out, but have pushed everyone off the point. And they will take this one as UG Black was not even able to come close to Gup Gang's distance.
Yeah, UG Black kind of coming up short on the streets phase there. A couple of really good plays from ZCN and from Albatross there. Both the DPS really showing their worth, and just UG Black unable to push it as far as them, really.
Play of the game here was by Scorpion Zero on the Mercy. Not something we see very often, but great play there as Gup Gang is able to come out on top yet again. So they'll take the first 2 matches. Great play from Albatross there. He has played great in both matches. First time he played great on Junkrat, and here on Hollywood brought out great Genji. Able to, like I said, near single-handedly take out UG Black on their last stand. Albatross has played great DPS.
I feel like
so
both Albatross and Zach in that last map were really just popping off onto UG Black. And just when you have 2 DPS doing all that much damage, it really kills the other people.
Yeah, definitely Gup Gang playing off the back of their DPS, but good support coming out as well from UFO and MCN have really good coordination on their tank line, giving them the space, giving ZCH and Albatross the space they need. As we're going to take a short 2-minute break here. What do you think UG Black needs to do, Elite, in order to get back into this? What do they need to change up?
Well, as we've seen in the first 2 matches, Gup Gang just does not give UG Black a chance to breathe. UG Black, maybe a more aggressive heavy composition, because Gup Gang has completely pushed them all the way out. They have not given UG Black any chance to come anywhere close. As we saw on the first on Lijiang Tower, the second round they won 100-0, and on the first one, UG Black took it when Gup Gang was at 99%, but Gup Gang was still able to win. And on this one, Gup Gang took the point nearly all the way. While UG Black was barely able to do anything, Gup Gang has been on absolute domination as this one got underway. And with both rounds in Gup Gang's favor, I mean, as this one continues, UG Black, they're going to have to change up something because, as you said, Gup Gang has been on fire the last 2 rounds as Albatross and Zach have done pretty much whatever they wanted on any champion that they wanted.
Mm-hmm. Albatross and Zach definitely need to be shut down. They need to be focused down. But also, I think something I noted was that the stall from Gup Gang was very good. They instead of just giving up first right off the bat, they did a trickle defend, which they knew they weren't going to hold first, but they did shave a lot of time off of the timer there on first. So maybe if we see a little bit more coordination, perhaps from Ungentleman Black in their ability to stall the point, they're going to be able to come out with a win next time.
Yes, they've had a couple great ultimates, a couple great wombo combo type chances that they haven't been able to bring to life. So we'll see if they're able to put those together as we continue on to the 3rd round, because Gup Gang has been on a tear in the first 2 matches. We'll have to see what UG Black can do to continue on. Looks like we're going to move into 2CP Temple of Anubis.
Assault.
Is that the right one?
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Temple of Anubis is going to be our next map. It is an assault type map, commonly known as 2CP. So on this map, definitely a lot of Widow play on here, and we've seen a lot of Widow play already. So I'd imagine that Widow play that we normally see on Anubis times 10, because we've seen it so much. It's been really good off both teams.
Yeah, Lizard Birdie came up really big on the defense on Widow, and we've seen. I think it was ZCH playing the Widow on Gup Gang, right? I noticed they keep switching off. Albatross and ZCH keep going back and forth. Who's playing Farah and Albatross played Tracer, I believe. So it's gonna be Widow play is gonna be very exciting to see. Also interested in seeing the Orisa play, how they're gonna play around Orisa and Widowmaker on defense. That is, because that's been very popular in the Overwatch League.
Yes, both teams have brought out Widow, but as we've seen, it seems like Gup Gang gets the bigger advantage. It's been Lizard Birdie who has been on the Widow for UG Black, but he hasn't been able to hang with Gup Gang's DPS on Widow. And we'll see if they bring it out here on Temple of Anubis. Like you said, it's a popular pick. We'll see what they decide to do as we jump in. Well, not yet, but once the entering game screen pops up on my screen, then we will jump in. But we'll wait for these teams to say that they are ready.
Probably going to see, looking to see Orisa, perhaps Orisa Diva on the defense, maybe with a Mercy Lucio. And in terms of DPS, like Ben mentioned, probably going to see Widowmakers from both sides. Meanwhile, the offense, I expect to see something like a pretty standard dive coming out, like a Winston Diva. You need a lot of vertical mobility to get on the high ground from Anubis.
Yeah, it might be possible to see like a what we've seen in these teams before, like a Tracer Widow with that Diva Winston coming out. And I think that'll work pretty well. It'll contest the high ground a lot, which this attacking team will need to do. Anubis has a lot of high ground, and you need to get in there fast.
It's popular to jump in over there on the left side, like they do on the attack. Looks like teams are going to throw at that. They're ready. We'll be able to jump in here.
It looks like we still have a bit more to go until that.
Oh, yes, I see. Well, I guess as we wait, we will talk more about the great play that we've seen from both these teams. Albatross, he's played great. His preferred hero is Tracer, but we haven't seen him on a lot of Tracer. It's been Junkrat that has been his preferred hero, at least from what we've seen. He's jumped around a lot. Well, he also played very well on Genji, but for his preferred hero, as it says here, is Tracer. We haven't seen him make a lot of plays on Tracer. It's been more Junkrat and Genji heavy, so I hope that we'll see, because I would like to see, as someone who plays a lot of Tracer, I would like to see how he plays Tracer.
I think we saw him once on Third Point Hollywood. I just remember him getting that stick onto the ulting Mercy.
On the Scorpion.
Yeah.
Because we thought that was going to be it, but UG Black was able to hang on. But after the great stick from Albatross actually, he left, and as did I believe that was...
I think they might be going to do a 1v1 while waiting for the last person of UG Black to return from their break.
Okay.
Just trying to stay warm.
I see.
Yeah.
I see.
Don't worry, they're going to be here. In fact, one of them has returned. Maybe they're just switching skins. Who knows?
It was looking for girlfriend is the other one.
The Mercy. Yeah.
But sometimes you just need to change your McCree skin.
Yes. Yeah, sometimes I get tired of looking at the same one.
Albatross, though, living up to his name in Seagull, man. He's such a flex player. We've seen, like you said, Genji, seen Tracer, seen Junkrat.
Yes, he's played quite a wide variety of champions, or of heroes. As we've seen in both these games, has Albatross. Zach, we've seen him play a lot of McCree. Lot of McCree and Widow, as we've watched them play here. And meanwhile, over on the tank side, UFO has pretty much just rolled with Winston nonstop. She's played great, so I wouldn't see him as a reason to change. As well as looking for boyfriend, he's just rolled on the Mercy. No reason for them to change because they played great when on those heroes.
I mean, Mercy right now is very much a necessity. As much as I hate to admit that as a support main, but yes, Mercy's very necessary right now. Hopefully that'll change tomorrow, but as of now, like, Mercy's just there. And we saw that on both teams running that Mercy. It's just unavoidable. If you don't have Mercy, you lose.
Yes, that's how it is. I don't think I've casted a game where Mercy wasn't in it. Mercy, Zenyatta, the two very popular supports we seem to see a lot of. Lucio kind of gets brought out every now and then, but for the most part, we see a lot of Mercy and a lot of Zenyatta.
I was surprised that we saw some Ana earlier in the...
Yeah.
You don't see Ana much anymore because I think Mercy just does all that better. We are going to go into game here. It's going to be Temple of Anubis.
So we will jump into Temple of Anubis, everyone's 2CP favorite. I know the viewers are big fans of this. So we will see what they're able to do as they select their heroes.
I forgot to mention the Sombra. Yeah, I forgot how good she is on this map, but maybe not choosing to go with the Zenyatta. You might expect to see T-Smack switch to that Sombra on second point, however, as that big pack underneath the last point of Anubis is very powerful.
Yes, and that's UG Black over there. They're not the ones that were just trolling us as Gup Gang is doing right now. So when we see them choose something, it might actually be something they're actually going to roll with. But like you said, he does switch over to the Zenyatta, and Lizard Birdie is going to go with the Widow as they get started on defense here. Unfortunately, we can't really comment on Gup Gang's hero selection at the moment because I highly doubt this is what they're going to be rolling with in 30 seconds.
ZCH might play that Widowmaker, but interesting thing from UG Black, they're not choosing to boost with that Mei up onto the high ground. You see that a lot in Overwatch League, especially. They'll get the Orisa up on the high ground on the left-hand side from the attacking side, but instead opting to set up on the opposite ledge, perhaps giving Lizard Birdie some sightlines. I do expect UFO to play that Winston. Do you expect ZCH to play that Widowmaker? Probably going to see Albatross on second DPS here. Yeah, he does highlight that Genji. There's a standard dive comp coming out from Gup Gang.
And Boyfriend will switch over to Mercy as well. It's pretty much all we've seen him on. Strong pick. I don't blame him. Gup Gang will head in. They're going to look over to the right side, and they see how UG Black has their setup. They'll start to make their way in, prepare their attack. UFO will head right in, up under their middle bridge. Neither team wanting to commit a lot here as this one gets underway.
Albatross, yeah, just kind of poking up, and UFO checking to see where the enemy team is. They're going to take the fight onto the point. UFO and MCN holding position on there as Albatross dives into the back line.
Dives into the back. He wants to focus down the supports, and he's trying his best. Scorpion Zero is going to fly away. UFO won't be able to get him. And MCN will get knocked out of his mech. Now UFO is able to take out T-Smack, and a lot of players are going to go down for UG Black. The ultimate is going to... No, not the ultimate. The resurrection. The res will come out from LF Boyfriend as he's able to bring some people back in. But as all this continues on, Gup Gang is going to come out on top in this fight as it continues on. And it looks like Gup Gang is going to be able to win this one. UG Black will go down.
Yeah, Gup Gang kind of taking a smart route on the bridge there and just dismantling UG Black's defense quite quickly.
Yes, Gup Gang wasting no time taking point A. Now they'll make their way towards point B as UG Black sets up their defenses. Couple ultimates about to be up for Gup Gang. The Primal Rage, as well as the Dragon Blade, as well as the Valkyrie, all about to be ready, and only one, the whole hog, is on its way to being ready for OP freeze. Let's see if Gup Gang just wants to go for a full-on dive. It looks like they will as Gup Gang jumps in.
Gup Gang in with that Valkyrie from LF Boyfriend, going to be healing him up in the back as the whole hog doesn't get much work done at all. First stick already going to Gup Gang. Mechanics looking to stall the point as much as possible as now UG Black is going to be in full stall mode with Albatross popping that Dragon Blade.
That fight was a complete stomp for Gup Gang in just absolutely no time at all. It took them to catch both points. UFO jumped in, popped the Primal Rage, and that was really all they needed. Albatross didn't even bring out the Dragon Blade until the fight was already won, and he used it as a way to keep them from making it out of the base. And Gup Gang, the exact same as the last two rounds, just on an absolute steamroll over UG Black.
Yeah, they're doing quite a good job. On Assault, it's quite difficult to defend once you lose the first point if you have the ult disadvantage, and that's exactly what we saw here from UG Black. They were unable to defend because Gup Gang just having that Valk to start the fight, having that Dragon Blade, it's tough to push up against it if they only have a whole hog, like you said.
Yes, that was pretty much all they had. I think that might have been the only ultimate they were able to build up through that entire match. And now we're going to see UG Black and how they're able to set up for their attack. It's like Lizard Birdie will roll with the Genji, Nebs on Tracer. This is the team that I actually expect them to play the heroes that they've chosen. So I do expect that to be the composition that they roll with, the standard 2x2x2. We'll see if they can take this point nearly as fast as Gup Gang, but if history is going to continue on to like the last two matches, Gup Gang may just continue a steamroll here.
Looking forward to seeing if UG Black's able to make a strong hold, or a strong attempt on offense. But like you said, Gup Gang has won the last couple of games. UG Black just kind of trying to figure out the enemy team, figure out how they can crack the nut, if you will.
Well, in 10 seconds, UG Black will begin their attack. OP freeze on the Winston. Mechanics on Devo. Let's see if they try to use that to jump in and try to go in nearly as quickly as Gup Gang did. They'll jump out and they'll see MCN up on the top. He'll head back towards his team as they see their setup right up there. Let's see, UG Black will head in towards the left side. They'll move in here as they try to head towards the bridge as they make their way towards point A.
Yep, Gup Gang opting for that Orisa on the high ground here, but UG Black taking the high ground themselves, the attackers' side. Neb's trying to get a little bit of pressure on the point, beat them down as the dive does come up onto the high ground from UG Black.
Lizard Birdie will jump in. He's able to take out Boyfriend. Dario will go down as well, but now down he goes. Nebs is still going to hang out in here on the point, but as all this is happening, Gup Gang is going to come out on top in this fight. A lot of players are going to go down for UG Black. Nebs is right in here in the middle, and he's able to take out UFO. He'll recall around, but it doesn't look like his team is really coming out on top, and he's trying to do his all himself single-handedly. The self-destruct is not able to get a kill, but Nebs was really the only person that was able to focus. As this fight continues on, Gup Gang has pretty much come out on top, but here comes UG Black to try to keep this one going.
UG Black coming back in off the back of a couple of picks. Daria will pick off Nez, will dive for it. UG Black managing to finally secure a foothold on the point. It's going to be a stall defense from UFO trying to trickle down. He's not going to get much done at all. Nebs really doing it all himself there, like you said.
Yes, UG Black off to a rough start as that fight got underway. I believe they lost 4 players, but Nebs near single-handedly held on to that point, and they are able to take it nearly as fast as Gup Gang did, and now they'll head in towards point B. Couple ultimates up, both the support alts, and Lizard Birdie about to have the Dragon Blade as well as OP Freeze works his way towards the Primal Rage. And they might not get it as fast as Gup Gang, but they are off to a great start. It's going to be a long 6 minutes till the Transcendence gets popped.
Transcendence popped from T-Smack, and that ult advantage not as severe for UG Black, but still good as Albatross pops the Dragon Blade, trying to catch someone. He will catch Lizard Birdie, prompting the Valkyrie from Scorpion Zero. 66 battle back in action as Lizard Birdie is holding on to that Dragon Blade. He might want to pop it here in an attempt to capture the point quickly. D-Mech is MCN on the D.Va, and Lizard Birdie indeed pops it, catching the mini D.Va and Mercy, prompting a Transcendence from Daria here as the fight continues.
Lizard Birdie he wants to focus down Zach, and Zach not able to shoot as Lizard Birdie popped the deflect, and Lizard Birdie will take out Zach. Now it's just Mechanics in here. UG Black, there goes Mechanics, and there goes Lizard Birdie as well. It looks like Gup Gang will be able to hold off the first defense. We're going to get a pause as Nebs looked like he DC'd. But as that fight continued on, Gup Gang is able to hold off the first defense for UG Black. Good ultimate from Albatross. He was able to dive onto the back and get a couple people. But in the end, UG Black not able to come out on top, and the first attack wave from UG Black is stifled by Gup Gang.
That ultimate from that Dragon Blade from Albatross prompted an early Valkyrie from Scorpion, and then once you've lost both your resurrections, it's very difficult to complete the point because you really need 6 players to win as attack, since the spawn advantage is so severely in the defender's favor.
And it forced the early Transcendence as well, but they will have a long 5 minutes to be able to go in and go for this point. They did get a tick, and they were very close to a second one, but them being able to get the 1 tick is good, very good, as they'll have still, like I said, 5 minutes, 22 seconds. UFO with the Primal Rage up, and Mad Effort is going to join. Is that a sub? Okay, yep. It looks like OP Freeze says they don't think he's coming back, so they're getting a fill as Mad Effort is going to come in. This is someone I don't know anything about. Have you ever watched this person play? Do you know anything about him?
No, not really. Maybe it's the effort from him is what they need to win, though.
Yes, we'll see if he can come in and be the X factor that UG Black needs, because they need it right now.
Yeah, let's see if his effort will be mad enough to take this point.
Well,
I'm sorry.
UG Black will prepare their next attack anyway. They have 1 tack and they have 1 tick, and OP Freeze does have the Primal Rage ready. UFO and Looking for Boyfriend, both with their ultimates, and MC and Albatross and Zach all working towards theirs as well. So Gup Gang, in just a few moments, are going to have a big ultimate advantage. There's 4, and Albatross in just a minute is going to have his Dragon Blade is ready, and that's going to be a 5-to-1 ultimate, as Daria very close to his as well, and UG Black is going to be very outnumbered as this fight gets underway.
T-Smack gets an early pick onto Albatross. That's the signal for UG Black to go in, but ZCH with a big Deadeye catches Scorpion Zero. That's their main healer down, and T-Smack, in fact, will commit Transcendence in an attempt to do what they can. They might be able to get second tick here as OP Freeze gets the Primal Rage on the point, but losing their Mercy on early in the fight was very critical. Lilith Boyfriend also falling, but looks like picks coming out in favor of Gup Gang.
Albatross still in there, still has the Dragon Blade ready, but he's not using it. We've seen him do this before as he just jumps in and single-handedly takes out that team. He's going to dive in and try to zone them out. He forces UG Black away, and they are able to take that 1 tick. They still only have that 1. They were not able to get a second one. like you said, they took out Scorpion Zero very quickly. And after Scorpion falling so fast, they were not able to regroup and reset and keep that one underway. And Gup Gang, again, will stifle their attack.
Their attack was indeed stifled, and they're going for a flank around the same side, going around the left-hand side from the attacking team is UG Black. OP Freeze looking to lead the charge. Hope to see a dry push from UG Black here without using any ultimates.
See what they do. Gup Gang, he has the Dragon Blade ready, and he's going to bring it out. He'll dive in and he'll take out Lizard Birdie right away. He wants to get onto the back lines. He's back and he's trying to focus down Scorpion. He'll take him and T-Smack both out, and now he'll turn his focus on Mechanics, who gets knocked out of his mech, and he's not gonna chase him down. He knows his team has won that fight, and they're just gonna walk away. But that doesn't mean his team won't chase him down as MCN tries to dive in, and he'll take out Mechanics. And again, Gup Gang will come out on top, and that fight went very smooth for them. We'll get a replay here.
Let's watch Albatross use that Dragon Blade. Fight went very smooth for them indeed. But like I said before the fight, I think UG Black was going for a dry push with no ultimates. So unfortunately, only able to bait the Dragon Blade out from Albatross. But that is a very high priority ultimate there. Gup Gang still holding on to both support ults critically, though, might counteract Mad Effort's Dragon Blade as OP Freeze is getting dangerously low here.
UG Black, like you said, does have the Dragon Blade. Mechanics with the self-destruct as well, but a lot of ultimates up on both sides. Mad Effort is going to pop his. He's going to swing around. Not able to get any kills at the moment, though. The Transcendence is going to come out from Daria. He'll dive onto the back lines. Will Mad Effort tries to get Zach, and he will. And now as this one goes on, UG Black is starting to come out on top. This might be the fight that they need. MCN brings out the self-destruct, but not able to get anyone. Mad Effort is out on the back lines, and Daria will get taken out as well. Now it's pretty much the two tanks, MCN and UFO. There they both go. And now they'll start to fill this tick up. Looking for Boyfriend will dive in as this fight continues on.
LF Boyfriend pops that Valk, brings up UFO, quickly dies, but Albatross has that Dragon Blade. There's no support ultimates to counteract that. T-Smack coming up huge, however, will headshot Albatross out of that Dragon Blade. Self-destruct comes out, and for MCN or Mechanics, they will catch two. That's absolutely huge, as LF Boyfriend's the last one left on the point. Should quickly fall.
Mechanics with a huge self-destruct there was able to take out both of them, and now this one is starting to go in the way of UG Black. They'll get the second tick, and they're working their way towards the third. Daria jumped in on the Lucio, trying to survive. Zach is here now on Tracer, trying to jump around. He can't do what Nebs did, though. UFO goes down as well. They're trying to work their way towards the third tick. They're very close, and they will get it, as finally UG Black is able to take the second tick. Only 110 remaining on their time, but they are able to get the one, and they tie it at 2. We'll have another round.
Definitely pulling out all the stops at the end. Mad Effort might have been just the X factor they needed, in fact. Let's see if their teams want to play it out, though, as it is a scrim, so they might just want to go on to the next map. It's in our viewers' favor to play it out. Let's see.
We'll have...
Typically in a scrim, you will reset the map, as the overtime doesn't matter too much, but they will be in fact playing it out here for your sake. I'm very curious to see who will win here.
I am very, very glad that they decided to play this out. I did not want it to end there, and I'm excited to see if UG Black, just 110, is able to come in and get this point, because this is the best fight that they've put on. Let's see if Mad Effort was the equalizer that they needed. He'll again roll with the Genji. In 10 seconds, they're going to begin their attack, and we'll see how UG Black is able to do. They only have 110. Let's see if they can get this point.
I'm expecting to see an early dive onto the high ground here. They probably expect ZCH to be playing that Widowmaker again. Probably going to look to set something up similarly on the right-hand side. As 1 minute left on the clock here, they will, in fact, go on the right-hand side and look to set up a slow push.
Yes, they know they don't have a lot of time. Mad Effort is going to lead the charge as he heads in. He's going to make his way right around the right side and into the point. He's going to try to catch out Zach right back. Zach is getting healed up. Lizard Birdie will fall, though. Now, and there goes Mad Effort as well. So as this one gets started, Gup Gang is going to come out on top here as they're up, and a lot of players are going down for UG Black. And UG Black not able to put up a fight at all right here on the point, and Gup Gang wasting no time wiping them out. Now just 30 seconds. They're only going to have one more final push as Gup Gang completely negates that first attack.
Yeah, that pick from Albatross onto Lizard Birdie, meaning there's no Widowmaker in the back. And Mad Effort did deflect ZCH's flashbang, but didn't really manage to get a pick off afterwards. 10 seconds left in the game as OP Freeze makes a charge on the high ground.
And this is going to be a push with nearly no ultimates, but he will taking out Look for Boyfriend, and that's a huge, huge pick as this one gets started. Well, overtime will begin to tick as they dive onto the point, but as this one gets started, UG Black is coming out on top of the Deadeye will come out, and he's able to take out T-Smack with that. And that's pretty much going to even this one back up as this one continues on. It looks like Gup Gang might actually be coming out on top here as they're starting to pick off UG Black. Zach's going to dive in. The Primal Rage will come out from OP Freeze. He's pretty much the only person in here on the point, though. He's got to get back as the overtime wick is burning. He's the only one here, and there he will fall. UG Black is not going to make it back. Right there. But no. They're able to hold off UG Black's attack. Our Gup Gang.
Oh. Man, I thought when they picked off the Mercy, I thought, like you said, that was just going to be their key in. But Daria able to charge that Transcendence so quickly and just keeps ZCH up for the final push. That was quite exciting, but ultimately UG Black falling, and now it's up to Gup Gang to secure the first point, or the first tick hold, with 5 minutes 50 seconds almost on the clock.
Yes, that's exactly like you said, Matt Effort. He was able to get the pick onto Looking for Boyfriend on the Mercy. And yeah, I thought that was going to be a great start for them. It was a 6v5, and they were missing a huge, huge support for them. But in the end, Gup Gang is able to come out on top, and now they're going to have a very, very long amount of time to be able to just get one tick.
Expecting to see Gup Gang take this, but miracles can happen. We might see a draw here at the end of the day. That's what we're looking for.
They'll have to put up a huge, huge defense for 6 minutes if they want to see a draw. And now the team that does not troll their picks, Mad Effort, is going to come out on Doomfist here on defense for UG Black.
Wow. Mad Effort pulling out that Doomfist maybe is going to be the trump card they need. Definitely not going to be... Gup Gang's not going to be expecting that at all. So he might be able to get a fast pick onto a Squishy as Gup Gang moves forward with a more standard dive. It's just swapping out Daria on that Moira instead of the Zenyatta we're used to seeing.
They'll head right up here and through the middle. They know they only need one tick, so it's not like it's going to take them long as they jump in. Albatross will hang out on the point. He wants to focus down mechanics. Now he'll switch his focus to T-Smack. He'll get him. So T-Smack and Mad Effort was taken out on the Doomfist. So the Doomfist was not the equalizer we thought it would be, and Gup Gang is just completely desecrating UG Black. They'll take the first tick with nearly no effort put up from UG Black, and Gup Gang will take the win.
Definitely a desecration indeed. Their grave has been completely overturned, but they did put up a strong effort. That first overtime round was so exciting. I thought they were going to take first round as Albatross gets the play of the game.
This was when he dove in, and here on the back, he dives in. He takes out both supports, I believe, with one swing right there. Took out Scorpion and T-Smack. Great ultimate, great Dragon Blade there from Albatross as we see 33 eliminations from him. 54% kill participation. And again, Gup Gang will take the win, and that will take them to 3-0 on our matches for the night so far.
Generally, with the 3-0 scoreline, they would be winning, but since this is for practice, we'll probably see this go to map 4, maybe even a map 5.
Well, I'm excited to see.
Looks like we are going to go to map 4.
All right.
Don't know
Yep,
what.
looks like OP Free says map. So it looks like UG Black does want to continue on. Yeah.
It's good news for us. I'm enjoying watching these games. They're not as one-sided as the scoreline would suggest. I think UG Black really is holding their own, but Gup Gang just pulling out in the clutch moments in the end.
Yeah, so 3-0, you would think that Gup Gang is just completely stomping, but UG Black able to put up good fights, but at the end, Gup Gang will still come out on top. Let's see what they move in onto their fourth point, onto our fourth map. If it will be an escort, it's what they were talking about. Yes, it looks like they are going to pick an escort. It looks like he is going to choose Gibraltar for our 4th match. So as we begin to move into Watch Point Gibraltar, we'll see what UG Black and Gup Gang come out with. We'll get the ready call and both teams will answer, and we're going to jump into Gibraltar.
Gibraltar, a favorite map of mine. I think it's one of the most entertaining maps to watch, the most entertaining escort maps to watch right now. I like to see actually a pirate ship on offense here. I think it's quite strong. Works almost as well as Junkertown. What do you think, Elite?
Well, if they do bring out the pirate ship, I believe this will be the first time I've seen it in one of these competitive scrims. So I do hope they bring it out. I think it's a fun strategy to watch. We'll see what they do. Of course, we won't know until the clock gets down to 0 because Gup Gang likes to mess around with their picks. But he did hover over a bastion there at the very beginning. So maybe he picked Bastion. Maybe he picked Bastion, and then his team reminded that they have to troll the casters. So he switches over to Doomfist, Hanzo, and the Symmetra, May. These are complete, the definite heroes I expect them to be attacking with in 40 seconds.
Definitely going to be the exact lineup we see. Probably not, but... Meanwhile, we see from UG Black their typical high mobility tanks on Gibraltar. You want to have a lot of vertical mobility, lots of ledges and high ground. So they're going to go roll with the Winston Diva, Genji Tracer, Mercy Zenyatta, a very mobile dive comp, and something we're used to seeing on defense here.
Also something that we're used to seeing out of UG Black. That's been pretty much the squad that they have rolled with. On a lot of these maps, but this one's going to get underway, and it looks like neither team going to roll with the pirate ship. Kind of sad because I did want to see it, but this one will get underway, and UG Black will set up over here on the high ground. They'll get this payload moving. Let's see who wants to go for the first engage. They'll get the payload moving. It'll go around the corner. UG Black, see what they decide to do. Mad Effort looks like he's going to try to move in towards the back lines.
Mirror comp from both teams as a jump does come from OP Freeze first, but the counter dive from Albatross gets the dash through, forcing an early res from Scorpion 0. ZCH, meanwhile, picks off T-Smack in the back. That's going to be both healers dead for UG Black. That should signal a big push on the cart. They're going to have one more fight, though, on first.
Yes, and Gup Gang with a huge dominant victory there right here in the beginning. Let's see, they're going to start and make their way towards this checkpoint, but like you said, they should be able to make it back to hold it off before they take it that easily. They're slowly making their way back, but Gup Gang getting very close to the checkpoint. Let's see if UG Black can put up any better of a fight. They will make it back, and they'll dive in. Lizard Birdie and OP Freeze are both going to dive in. OP Freeze will go into the back lines, and they're going to take out Lick Boyfriend. That's a huge pick as this one gets underway. UG Black, OP Freeze is going to dive in and try to keep his carries alive. He's right up here on the back lines, and UG Black really coming out on top here. He'll take out Zach as well, and OP Freeze, a force to be reckoned with. 3 kills there in a row for him as UG Black is able to hold off that attack. Let's see, they'll try to push to the back this payload.
UG Black making a very strong hold there. Their dive just finally getting coordinated, and OP Freeze with that tickle damage just finishing off 4 targets there in that fight. Definitely a force to be reckoned with. Ult advantage going to be kind of evened out now as Mad Effort and Albatross both holding on to the Dragon Blades. The key is neither Zenyatta has their Transcendence up. So that's going to be big Dragon Blades on both sides as the dive comes in.
A lot of ultimates up for both teams. Mad Effort, he brings out his Dragon Blade, is able to take out Misian, but he'll actually get taken out. Albatross still has his in his pocket. Here we go, he's going to bring his out. He'll try to dive in, he's going to dive in. He wants to focus T-Smack, but T-Smack in the middle of the Transcendence, he's not able to take him out. And as this fight continues on, neither team really getting the upper hand. Gup Gang is able to get a pick onto Lizard Birdie. Albatross very low in here in the back. He's trying to make it out, but Mad Effort will get the kill on him. It's still a 5v5, just 0.13 meters left to go for Gup Gang. But UG Black's doing a good job of holding them off. But as this fight continues on, it looks like Gup Gang's coming out on top.
Wow, the point getting so low. Lizard Birdie's still making some semblances of a hold, but no, that's going to be a take on first. But dangerously low, got to 0.13 meters. I had a feeling that UG Black was going to get off there, but they did hold as a couple of stagger kills come out. These players unfortunately getting the bad spawn here. Very good Dragon Blade coming out from Mad Effort, but it didn't seem to be enough as the Valkyries popped from both sides. The trickle damage from Gup Gang ended up being too much.
OP Freeze, as this one continues on, he'll dive in. He wants to take out Licky Boyfriend. He's going to dive away. OP Freeze still on him, though. Albatross is going to get taken out, and UG Black will have the numbers advantage as this fight gets underway. UG Black, OP Freeze right up here in the middle. He's trying to focus down MCN. OP Freeze is really getting healed up. He'll pop the Primal Rage, and he'll dive in. He's still trying to focus down MCN, but he'll bring out the Self-Destruct. Zach is able to take out Scorpion Zero, though, and that's a big pick for Gup Gang. But now Darian will fall as OP Freeze gets that kill, and OP Freeze still hanging out in the back, but he'll finally get taken out as Albatross is able to get that kill.
And a couple of just cleanup kills now from Gup Gang as UG Black is trying to make some sort of a defense here with 4 players. Mechanics holding the front line, but they are going to give up some space. Coalescence pop from T-Smack, though. That's not going to stop you from a Dragon Blade. Oh, but OP Freeze manages to pick him off. No more Dragon Blade for you, Albatross. Ella Boyfriend forced to pop that Valkyrie and bring him back up. Mad Effort has a Dragon Blade of his own, but Daria says, no, my teammates are enlightened by my healing, and they will not die to that Dragon Blade. Meanwhile, T-Smack getting a kill onto the Mini Diva, and Mad Effort with a dash through onto Zarya. And kills going back and forth here.
Just non-stop action here in this fight. Neither team really able to get an upper hand as they continue to go in on the fight. The Self-Destruct's going to come out. Scorpion Zero will come in and get 2 resurrections. This fight will remain a 6v6 as this one goes on. The Primal Rage will come out from UFO as he jumps in here to the middle. A long ongoing fight with no team able to gain the upper hand. A lot of ultimates being used on both sides. It looks like UG Black might finally be able to force an upper hand here as Gup Gang is being forced out. While all members are very low, UFO will get taken out, and Mad Effort will dive onto the back lines to take out MCN as well. So after a very long fight there with neither team really able to gain an upper hand, as a win on UG Black will finally come out on top.
Yeah, UG Black finally able to get a couple of kills onto the healers most critically. That signaled the retreat for Gup Gang. Mechanics using that self-destruct right at the end, seemingly after the fight was already done, means that UG Black still with the ult advantage, but not having that self-destruct. Albatross coming up on that Dragon Blade is going to be big, however. No defensive ult from the side of UG Black. So Albatross is going to be looking to come up huge with that as Coalescence is popped from the T-Smack.
Mad Effort, he will bring out his Dragon Blade, but he can't really find someone to focus. He finally is able to catch out Zach. But his Dragon Blade will go down, but it doesn't matter how many kills he got because his team is coming out on top in this fight. UG Black in here on the back lines, trying to push these guys back. Just 30 seconds left. Mad Effort and the rest of his team will be able to push them back. Albatross was not able to bring out his Dragon Blade, but a lot of ultimates up for Gup Gang. They have a short 20 seconds as they push in here for their final push.
Long for a pause, however. Perhaps they were looking for a dry push as we are paused here. Like I mentioned last time, Albatross might have held onto that Dragon Blade on purpose in an attempt to bait out ultimates, and that's exactly what he did, baiting out the Coalescence, the Dragon Blade, and I believe the Pulse Bomb. So, going to be a very exciting last 14 seconds here. Gup Gang hanging on to almost 6 ultimates, just UFO lagging behind. Meanwhile, UG Black with no ultimates to their name. It's going to be quite a task to hold this if Gup Gang can get on the point.
Yes, they are about to have 5 ultimates up in UFO, very close to his as well. So with a 4 ultimate advantage in this fight, I have to think that odds are in their favor for them to reach this next checkpoint. Looks like Discord had a problem with them. Ours seems to be working okay, but problems for both teams. It'll be 14 seconds though, and they'll have 4 ultimates like we said, and it'll be a big advantage for Gup Gang, I feel, to be able to reach the second checkpoint.
If they do manage to reach the second point, as the match is live here, going to see if they can use their ultimates wisely.
Here we go. Albatross, he has the Dragon Blade ready, and Zach also with the Pulse Bomb ready as well. Let's see which one of them decide to bring it out. Zach is right in here in the back lines. He's taken down very low, but he's pulled up. Albatross will bring out the Dragon Blade. Mad Effort is down. Scorpion Zero, T-Smack down as well, and Albatross is going to take out OP Freeze 4 players down for UG Black, and Gup Gang, just like we said, had a huge advantage in that fight, and they're going to reach the second checkpoint.
I mean, that was just textbook ult advantage winning fights there. Unfortunately, 0 ults on the side of UG Black. Perhaps some psychological damage from the pause as well. It's difficult to comment on that. But as we go into the last point of Watchpoint Gibraltar, Gup Gang still with the ult advantage, holding on to that Valkyrie and that self-destruct.
Yes, I don't know if Zach used his pulse bomb or if he just came back up, but it doesn't matter because he's already dead. So with Zach dead and 60 seconds left, looks like UG Black is going to use this as their chance to push in. A lot of ultimates just came up for all of them, and they're coming out on top of this fight anyway. Mad Effort has the Dragon Blade ready. I don't think he'll decide to use it because he knows his team just came out on top in that fight. Now it'll just be 40 seconds left for Gup Gang to come in. Ultimates kind of tied when it comes to both sides, both of them with 3. UFO slowly working its way towards the Primal Rage.
Yeah, UFO gonna get that Primal Rage perhaps in this last fight as they do move on to the point. Mad Effort's gonna be looking to get a lot of kills with this Dragon Blade, hopefully picking off Zenyatta first, who does not have that Transcendence, as in fact OP does dive onto Daria, quickly picking her off. Mad Effort following up with the Dragon Blade and gets LF Boyfriend. No healers left for Gup Gang. Lizard Birdie falling to the self-destruct, and the cart is rolling as Zach does pick off T-Smack, quickly brought up by the Valkyrie of Scorpion Zero, however, as the fight is going in favor of UG Black. Primal Rage from UFO in an attempt to stall. Self-destruct not catching anyone, but managing to zone them off the cart as UFO is still in Primal Rage, stalling on the cart. LF Boyfriend, meanwhile, has charged that Valkyrie and comes in an attempt to capture this last point.
As this one goes on, UG Black still has the advantage, but Gup Gang starting to make their way back to try to even up this fight. But Lizard Birdie's able to take out UFO. The Coalescence out as well. They're trying to move the payload, but they have a pretty long way to go as this overtime continues to tick. UG Black right up here on the point trying to defend this. Mad Effort will bring out the Dragon Blade and he'll dive in, but he'll actually get taken out. And now Gup Gang may use this as their chance. Hope he frees very low. He's down very low. He's trying to get healed up, but he will not. And there he goes. And now let's see if they can push this all the way. Zach and looking for Boyfriend. The rest of them here, Mechanics and T-Smack will come in. Now it's just Mechanics, and he's the lone man here trying to hold off this point. He's very low. He'll get knocked out of his mech. Now it looks like Gup Gang should be able to take this one all the way.
Gup Gang definitely an advantage here as Mad Effort and Lizard Birdie just try to stall. It's going to be a 1-by-1 trickle onto the point, though, as OP Freeze does manage to get out. And if they can get a pick onto Zenyatta or Mercy here, they will be able to defend, but it's not looking good for them. T-Smack doing what he can. Mechanics also trickling out, but that's a full point take for Gup Gang. Wow.
Wow. Gup Gang able to take it all the way. And they had a long way to go there in overtime. When they do it as they come out on top in that final fight. Mad Effort had a Dragon Blade ready, and as soon as he popped it, was taken out near immediately. And UG Black is going to have to take this one all the way to tie it at 3. So again, Gup Gang will make UG Black have to work for it as they take it all the way. Let's see what UG Black is able to do as it's their turn to attack now.
Gup Gang, like I said before, it just seems like in those overtime moments, they're able to just get so much coordination off. Like, UG Black really looked good on the Streets phase, on the second phase, and on last, but Gup Gang just able to finish it off both times with seemingly 1 or 2 or 3 people on the cart, allowing their teammates to come in and give them the reinforcements. It does look like Albatross needs to reset. Never mind, no, he's good. Albatross said he needed to restart. He's all good now, but it's going to be exciting to see Lizard Birdie on that Widowmaker here. What do you think? Is he going to get a lot done?
Well, if it's going to be like we've seen it before, then honestly, he hasn't played quite as well on Widow as the Gup Gang side has. So we'll see what he's able to do. I know that this is a very, very popular Widow map, especially we'll see if Lizard Birdie is able to pull it out here on the Widow. But like I said, we haven't seen a lot of success from him on Widow in the matches that we've seen. We'll see if he can change our minds here. I'm also sad, just want to comment that there's no pirate ship again on attack.
I've seen it a couple of times in scrims and in tournaments. It's very exciting, but they're opting for a more standard dive here. UG Black, mad effort leads the charge up high. I'm going to be expecting to see a good coordination from the Winston and the Genji. And we see Gup Gang, however, taking a very defensive hold. This reminds me of Season 3. This is where teams would hold back then.
Yes, really lining way up there on the back. I am riding along with Lizard Birdie. I want to see if he's able to do anything. But right now, he hasn't really had much of a chance as Gup Gang sets up their extremely passive defense, and he is able to take out UFO mid-fall there, and they're off to a good start with a tank down, and another kill there for Lizard Birdie, completely proving me wrong. As I judged him, he's able to take out 3 players. All the kills there for Lizard Birdie, and they're off to a great start. RUG Black, he takes out UFO again. Mad Effort will dive onto the back lines. He wants to take out Daria. He will. OP Freeze is there to help that one, and UG Black wastes no time taking that first checkpoint. Lizard Birdie with a couple of great shots there after I called him out.
What can I say? I'm good at predictions here. Something told me Lizard Birdie was about to pop off. It proves me right, getting a couple of picks there. That defensive positioning could have worked from Gup Gang if they had managed to get a nice pick early on in the fight, but unfortunately the result was that they only had 1 fight on first, and it looks like they're only going to have 1 fight on second as well, Gup Gang, letting the cart go really far up. Zach, however, switches to Widowmaker in himself on top of that space shuttle, get a pick on the T-Smack. Mad Effort, though, says, I'm going to even this team fight out with my own blade, gets a couple of picks, and the cart has been stalled for now, but Lizard Birdie with a pick onto Boyfriend should signal a take from UG Black here.
And Mad Effort, like you said, Gup Gang got off to a good start as they were able to take out 2, but Mad Effort immediately evened it up with a Dragon Blade of his own. And now the Primal Rage will come out from OP Freeze as he tries to zone them out so they can take this next checkpoint. They are able to get it, and it's going to be a very, very long 6 minutes for them to be able to make it here. OP Freeze will dive onto the back lines with the Primal Rage, but now he'll jump back out and get healed back up. And they're going to get this checkpoint. They'll get this payload moving towards the 3rd point, and they're going to have a lot of time to be able to take this. A lot of ultimates up for Gup Gang as they begin their defense for this 3rd point, but it's going to be a long 5 minutes and 30 seconds for them to defend this.
Yeah, they have a lot of ultimates because they haven't made a defense proper on this map yet, as Mad Effort and OP say that we're not done with the pressure just yet, jumping in, forcing Albatross to pop that Dragon Blade. We'll catch T-Smack right before his Transcendence gets up. Lizard Birdie, meanwhile, gets a pick on the ulting Genji, and Primal Rage from UFO. That should be a reset from UG Black, but they managed to bait 3 ultimates out for their efforts.
Yes, and Gup Gang gonna come out on top there. They did have the big ultimate advantage. Lizard Birdie is able to take out looking for Boyfriend mid-flight. Good shot there from Lizard Birdie. Played well on the Widow. And Gup Gang is able to hold off their first attack, but they did have a big ultimate advantage. And it's going to be very tough for them to hold this for a whole nother 4 minutes. Let's see how they move into their next fight. Mad Effort about to have another Dragon Blade ready, along with the Transcendence and Valkyrie. And OP Freeze and Mechanics both working their way towards their ults as well.
Ooh,
and
Lizard Birdie
take out Zach.
Wow. Lizard Birdie saying, I'm the dominant Widowmaker. Gets another chance. Zach with the res from looking from Boyfriend. But a self-destruct coming out from Mechanics will catch Zach once again after being res. Mad Effort with that Dragon Blade manages to catch MCN out of the mech. Daria forced to trance and T-Smack quickly returning the favor. UG Black looking a lot more comfortable on Gibraltar than the previous maps we've seen.
UG Black is playing great. Mad Effort able to take out UFO. They should be able to get this checkpoint moving very close to the end. OP Freeze will dive in. He wants to zone them out, but he'll actually get taken now. But the Valkyrie will come in from Scorpion to get the save there. Mad Effort able to take out MC, and the Dragon Blade will come out from Albatross, though. He's able to take out T-Smack. He's able to get the pick onto the support, but there he goes. And UG Black still coming out on top in this fight, but looking for Boyfriend's going to pop the ult and get a couple good resurrections. This one continues on.
Definitely still continuing on, but continuing on in favor of UG Black as the Valkyrie is Gup Gang's last effort. OP Freeze getting a pick onto the mech of MCN. This is going to be just trickling and staggering as UFO does just that with a Primal Rage onto the point. Mad Effort with another Dragon Blade picks off Daria. That's going to be a lot of stall remove. MCN managing to get back into the mech, however. Mad Effort killing off Albatross meanwhile in the back as OP Freeze is Primal Rage as well. Nobody dying to that self-destruct, hiding behind behind the payload. They're getting critical mass, Gup Gang on the point, but if they manage to pick Boyfriend, which they do just now, that's going to be bad as T-Smack has the Transcendence up as the fight continues.
Gup Gang's just coming in one by one, doing their best to try to hold this off, and that might be it. No one there, and they finally are able to take it all the way, and they have a lot of time left, 350, as they able to take it all the way and tie it at 3. We'll get another round as long as other teams want to play it, and only 1 minute for Gup Gang to have another attack. So, wow, UG Black looking great here on Gibraltar. They're able to come out on top through this one when it comes to time. We'll see what Gup Gang is able to do as they only have 1 minute to prepare their attack and make it to their first checkpoint.
What do you think it is about Gibraltar that's giving them such an advantage here, Elite?
Well, I mean, if I have to be completely honest and make fun of myself from earlier, Lizard Birdie came out he played great. Just played great there on the first attack. The entire attack was almost entirely him as it got underway, and we're going to see him roll with the Widow on defense. Let's see if he can keep it up as well as he did on attack. With only 60 seconds, you know it's going to be a very, very fast push from Gup Gang to try to make it to that first checkpoint. And Lizard Birdie, like I said, on the Widow. Let's see if he is able to play as well on attack as he was on defense as we get a pause.
Yeah, he played exceptionally well. I'm going to go ahead and, as a main tank player, give credit to his tanks for creating so much space for him, because if a Widowmaker has a lot of space, she's able to do some nutty things. OP freeze, mechanics, getting in on the backline and just causing havoc, allowing Wizard Birdie to go pretty huge. Both teams, again, queuing into that dive comp. Gibraltar, a very good map for dive. And as you mentioned earlier, UG Black seeming comfortable in this composition, running this kind of Winston D.Va, Mercy, Zen, Genji, and second DPS combo pretty much every map. Mechanics is back. He'll be back for first fight as the point is getting opened up. Only 1 minute for Gup Gang to take this.
Yes, and this is pretty much the same squad that we've seen out of Gup Gang in nearly every round. Pretty much the only swaps they've made are the 2 DPS. They've kind of changed it around. But we've seen Albatross on a lot of Genji, and Zach over on the Tracer. As they begin their attack, they're going to get this payload moving just about halfway. But as they're about halfway to the checkpoint, they've lost about half their time. 30 seconds left as they start to push their point. Zach will try to jump into the back lines. He wants to take out Lizard Birdie, but he'll grapple hook away to safety.
UG Black looking like Gup Gang on the defense, taking the firm back position here. Lizard Birdie does find LF Boyfriend. That's a massive pick, but the rest of his teammates are falling in the meantime. Mad Effort and Lizard Birdie falling, but no res up on the side of Gup Gang. No res up for the UG Black as well, though, as Gup Gang does look to be coming out in favor here. It's just OP freeze on the point, and this is going to be a first point take from Gup Gang.
And Zach was able to take out both supports as he took out Smack and Scorpion. Scorpion was going for a res and got taken out by Zach mid-res, and they are able to reach the first checkpoint. And now Gup Gang will push in and try to keep UG Black away to not give them a chance to get in here and try to defend. They'll continue on in overtime here, World Cup Gang, and it's going to be a long way for them to get to the next checkpoint. Let's see how well they can do. Zach has the pulse bomb ready.
Gup Gang has proved that they're very good in overtime here. Let's see if they're good enough to finish Streets phase, however, as the Dragon Blade should be popped, or the Valkyrie should be popped soon from Scorpion Zero in attempt to win this fight. She will do that, just that. Picks coming off in favor of UG Black and the Transcendence at the same time. There's just 3 people left on the cart. Usually you don't want to pop 2 support ults at once, but since it's in overtime, if they win this, they win the game. Self-destruct not catching anyone, and that's it. UG Black making a good hold here.
UG Black came out on top in that fight from the very beginning. As the Primal Rage came out from OP Freeze, they used that as their chance to jump in and get that fight underway, and Gup Gang got pretty much wiped. I don't think they got an entire kill. 4 players fell from their side. I don't think they were able to get a kill in that fight, and UG Black set up a great defense. Now they will have a very, very big amount of time in 3 minutes and 50 seconds to take it to that point. Let's see if Gup King can set up their defense. Let's see if they go for that defense that they did the first time that you said UG Black copied and decided to use it for themselves. Let's see if Gup Gang decides to go for that defense as well. Is there a defense, would they set up on the high ground over here more towards the start, and then the one that we saw Gup Gang run with? Is there one that you like between the two?
I like the forward defense better, to be honest. I've seen a couple of teams I follow and scrim with. We tend to go up onto the platform here and just do a very early dive almost on them as they leave spawn. And even if you get wiped, you get to have a second fight. Whereas if you take the backwards position, you're pretty much all in on the first fight.
Well, here we go. They're gonna get their attack underway. Lizard, he's gonna come out on the Widow. I'm gonna watch him, see if I get proved wrong again. He will be on the Widow. They'll get this payload moving, and it looks like Gup Gang will set up for that strategic back defense over there.
For once, they're not trolling with that Torbjorn pick, huh?
No, they actually are, as Zach does come out on the Torbjorn. Lizard Birdie on the Widow, Mad Effort on the Genji. Stuff we've come to expect from Mad Effort. It's pretty much all we've seen him play. He did play the Doomfist, and it did not go well.
Oh.
He's actually going to switch over to Pharah, though.
To counter the Torb.
Yes. So, they'll get this push underway. They're making their way towards the first checkpoint. Mad Effort is able to take out the Torb turret. Mechanics is going to get hooked in, though. He'll get knocked out of his mech, and he'll be forced to jump away, but Mad Effort is still up in the air, putting a lot of shots onto Gup Gang as they get the point moving, but he's starting to take it down very low. He's going to have to get healed up. He's going to be forced to back away. Now OP Freeze, he just spawned, so with no OP Freeze, it'll be tough to it will be tough for UG Black to get a push underway. T-Smack taken out as well. So now, looks like OP Freeze is actually making his way back towards the hero switch. I believe he's going to swap. He's going to go to Zarya.
Zarya. Interesting. Against the Torbjorn, I guess. Yeah, Zarya bubbles are quite strong if you bubble your D.Va as she goes into defense matrix it. She's not going to take any damage at all. Looks like UG Black switching yet. Oh, okay, that's what they're doing. They're switching to a Reinhardt and a Zarya in an attempt to bait out the shots from the Torbjorn. Good switches coming out as Mad Effort able to spam the turret down from far.
Good from UG Black to adapt. Good adaptation to Gup Gang's approach as they set this one underway, but nearly 2 minutes have gone by. The false bomb's going to come out, not able to get a kill though, so that's the ult down from Albatross. MCN, he has the whole hog ready. And Zach with his ultimate ready as well. See what UG Black does as they push in here. The only ultimate up on their side is Valkyrie, as they're going to have to charge up their ult. So Mad Effort is able to take out UFO, but he'll get rezzed back up. And Mechanics will get taken out, but then he will get rezzed back up. And MCN will get taken out by T-Smack, but there's a res from him as well. Neither team able to get a big upper hand as this fight gets underway.
T-Smack leading the charge, trying to get that upper hand, but not managing to get any kills through that Transcendence. Zach, meanwhile, getting a pick onto OP, who's a little too far up. Does look like with that Torbjorn turret down on the side of Gup Gang, UG Black might have the upper hand finally. Torb turret is back up. Mad Effort popping that rocket barrage, but will die to pistols from looking for boyfriend. Quickly rezzed up though, as Zach is trying to make a last bastion of defense, or rather a last Torbjorn of defense, as they do take first point here.
We'll take the first point. It's a very short way to take it to this point right here and get the win, and they're going to have 50 seconds to do it, and they'll have a good chance to take it a decent amount of the way before Gup Gang makes it back. Gup Gang will come over here to set up their final stand. Only 40 seconds for UG Black. They start to make their way very close to the point. A couple ultimates up for Gup Gang. None up for UG Black, but Mechanics, he has the Earth Shatter ready, but he's going to get taken out. Who's this? So that's a big ultimate down. Now 30 seconds left for UG Black, and Gup Gang is coming out on top huge in this fight. OP Freeze is the only person left, and there he goes, and Gup Gang will be able to negate that defense. And with 15 seconds left, they should be able to get one more push in here. No ultimates up for UG Black, though.
Situation very tense here, as like you said, Mechanics unfortunately lost his Earth Shatter. T-Smack making a very last second switch onto Lucio. They're going to be looking to play off this Graviton Surge in a big way on the side of UG Black.
Here we go. They'll push in. The Graviton Surge will come out. It's going to catch a lot. Let's see if they can capitalize off. Except for UG Black players. Gup Gang is starting to come out on top of this fight. 2 players are down. for UG Black. Gup Gang will continue to push in and continue the aggression here. Zach is on the back doing a lot of damage as he takes out OP Freeze. And now T-Smack as well. And the overtime wick will burn down. No one will make it in. And despite a great start for UG Black, Gup Gang will still be able to hold them off and take the win.
Wow. It's so hard to play against a Torbjorn, especially on Gibraltar. People aren't used to playing against that, so UG Black kind of waffling for just a little bit too long, wasting a little bit too much of their time, and a couple of whiffed ultimates on Streets phase means they didn't manage to win, but man, did they come close.
They did. Very close game. Very close game. At the end, Gup Gang still able to come out on top.
I think they were just like a meter or two away on
the night. We will see if we continue on to a 5th match. But UG Black able to put up a great fight. But at the end, they were not able to push it all the way. Maybe some mechanics had an Earth Shatter ready, but for him to die as soon as he popped in to lose it, it's a big lost ultimate there. And OP Freeze had a very good Graviton Surge there at the end. Caught a lot of the team, but they were just not able to capitalize.
Yeah, they had that trance to counter it, unfortunately. If they didn't, it might have been a different story.
It looks like we will get one more.
All right, nice. Yeah, so I feel like UG Black over there.
So we will jump in to our 5th match. It's going to be on Nepal. So we'll have another control map for our fifth match of the night.
Yeah, Nepal is pretty interesting. We're probably going to see a lot of that Orisa played again. The Orisa, the Hog, and what we saw. What we've seen of Gup Gang
in the first match, and Gup Gang played very well in the first one of the night, as they were able to take the point in the. They were able to take the point first in the first round, and in the second round they were able to take it 100-0. So as we move on to another control point, we will see if Gup Gang can continue their domination on control like we saw them have.
Yeah, they show that they're quite good at control on Li Zhang, like you said. Both teams very good at dive, which is very powerful on control. The sanctum point of the map with the big pit, however, I do expect to see Orisa and Hog once again with both of those boop abilities in the halt and the hook. Should be exciting match on Nepal. All the matches have been exciting tonight.
Yes, very close games from both sides. As we jump in to our first map here, I'm excited to see what kind of boops we come out with. Farah, Lucio. We see some environmental kills, both sides, but not a lot of opportunities on this first one. As the two teams begin their hero selections, let's see what they decide to go with.
We have seen Bastion on Village before from the South Korean national team in the World Cup. I don't think we're going to see that here necessarily. Probably going to see something more like Dive plus maybe a May coming out from Mad Effort. Also very strong on Village.
They also mixed it up on the colors. So it's going to be Gup Gang on the blue for the last match of the night. Let's see. Maybe it was red side. Maybe it was just red team that was able to push them over. And we'll see if UG Black can get the win here at the end while they're on red.
As we are underway here, we're going to see Zach on that Reaper and Mad Effort on that May. Besides that, pretty much mirror match it up, except for Albatross going in the last minute on that Farah. Very strong on Village as well. And with no hit scan on the side of UG Black, it's going to be hard to run their heads up against that Farah. UG Black take an early position on the point here.
Yes, and Mad Effort out on May. Very interesting pick. First time we've seen May tonight. First time I've seen May in a long time. But as this fight continues on, Zach's able to get 2 kills. But now Mad Effort will get taken out on the back lines. Albatross is able to get that kill. Albatross is going to fly up above as this one gets underway. Neither team with a huge advantage. A couple players going down for both sides. Both teams able to get a couple of picks, but Gup Gang is able to take the point. And after a kind of even start for both teams to the fight, Gup Gang is able to come out on top. And like we've seen on Control, they will take the point first to get this last match underway.
Yeah, first point Control, so critical on Control points. You have that ult advantage coming out from Gup Gang. They have Barrage, they have Death Blossom. So it's going to be hard for UG Black to push in as UFO makes a quick dive. LF Boyfriend getting the last hit on T-Smack and Mad Effort. So that's going to be a wipe from UG Black here.
Yes, Gup Gang off to a great start despite a not the best rocket barrage from Albatross. He got taken out right. Boyfriend was able to come in and finish those ones off. And Gup Gang will come out on top on that fight right there. And already 50% of the way up for Gup Gang here in the first round on Village. Death Blossom and Valkyrie up for Gup Gang. And about to be 5 ultimates up for UG Black as OP Freeze, T-Smack gets his up. And now OP Freeze making his way towards that Primal Rage. So, 5 ultimates about to be up. The sound barrier is going to get popped by T-Smack.
Definitely going to be an apocalyptic fight as a lot of ults on both sides. Sound barrier will get retreated off by Gup Gang. Popping that Primal Rage is UFO. Self-destruct shouldn't catch anyone. Just trying to get his mech back is Mechanics. Scorpion Zero pops that Valkyrie. And the fight taking place on Foyt with both Mercies flying around. Starting to go in favor of Gup Gang as a couple of picks onto the DPS and onto the Mercy should secure another hold. Point ticking up to 82%.
And OP Freeze forced to jump away. Mechanics gets knocked out of his mech. He's actually just going to fall off the edge. OP Freeze forced to jump away as well, and Gup Gang will come out on top of that fight. And let's see if UG Black is even able to make it in here to force an overtime. Scorpion is going to try to come around. Yes, it looks like OP Freeze will jump in for an overtime here at the last second, but he's going to get taken out, but he's able to get the overtime clock up. Now they're just going to come in one by one as they try to keep the overtime clock going. But now as they take out Lizard Body, the Rocket Barrage will come out as well. And there we go as Gup Gang will take the first point 100-0.
Definitely just that first fight, giving them the ult advantage. They were able to leverage that, like you said, even though Albatross's Barrage wasn't necessarily the best, able to distract UG Black long enough for the rest of his team to kill them. And after that second fight ended, the point was already at about 70-80%. Hard to fight back against that.
Yes, and we will move on to our next one here. And let's see, this is the Boop environmental kill that we talked about. Let's see what they decide to go with. It's going to roll on the Lucio. First time we've seen him on anything besides Mercy, I believe, here on this. But Dario will make up for it as he rolls on the Mercy. He'll be looking for Boyfriend, just likes to get the Boop kills. Zach will be on the Pharah as well for the concussive blast. Both team will roll with a Roadhog, so we'll look for some environmental kills as this one gets underway. Gup Gang will push in as both teams head in towards the right side. Mad Effort's able to take out MCN. There goes looking for Boyfriend as well, so they'll be off to a good start here. Will UG Black as they get a couple kills. Let's see if they use that as their chance to come in here and go for the point.
Couple of nice early kills from UG Black indeed. A couple with a double hold from Mechanics. Says bye-bye, you're going in the pit of death. And Albatross follows suit. He says, my friends died, I will die along with them. Early take from UG Black.
Albatross wasn't killed by anybody, he just kind of jumped down into the points. But either way, UG Black he's kind of just jumped down into the pit of death. And UG Black will take the first point as it gets underway. And it looks like they're going to set up a defense on the opposite side of the point, far away from Gup Gang. Let's see what they can do. Valkyrie comes up for Scorpion, and Gup Gang will make their way in towards the point. Try to hold this one off as they go for their environmental kills. Zach will jump into the back lines. Couple ultimates about to come up for UG Black, and let's see how they use them. Looking for Boyfriend will get taken out. And let's see if they use that as their chance. They're going to push in here onto the point and try to hold off Gup Gang.
Gup Gang with a couple of early picks here means they might just get held off as High Noon not catching anyone, but it doesn't need to. Gup Gang dying one by one on the point here, managing. They only managed to bait out the Orisa ultimate, the Supercharger, and the High Noon. So with 4 ults holding strong, UG Black the point ticking up to 60% here.
Already 60% of the way. Matt Everett's going to get hooked in, but Obi answer with zone. And MCN will get taken out after a great hook from OP Freeze. Dario will come in for the res to turn this back into a 6v6. Now some ultimates up for UG Black as this one goes on. The tactical visor will come out from Matt Effort.
Oh!
But they are able to go in and just get the point. UG Black not really able to put up a defense. They were kind of snoozing. And Gup Gang will take the point there, and they're starting to come out on top of this fight as well. Matt Effort will get hooked in, but he's able to survive. MCN's not able to lock up that kill, but Matt Everett's forced to back away, and Gup Gang will take the point for the first time here in the second round.
Little bit of sloppiness coming out from UG Black. They still had players alive, but the point did get flipped. Looks like they're going to have to recapture here against this Orisa Roadhog. Once they get set up on the point, however, it is difficult to break. You really need to break that Orisa shield, maybe kill one of them. Going to pop a Valkyrie early in Scorpion Zero to try to take this fight.
The Riptire will come out from Albatross. He's going to send it up, and he's going to want to get into the back lines. He's going to arrive right past the Roadhog, but he's not able to get anyone with it, as Lizard Birdie's able to take it down. The Deadeye is going to take out Zach now from Lizard Birdie, but he'll get taken out, though, by UFO. UFO is able to pick up 2 kills there for Gup Gang, and as this one gets underway, Gup Gang is going to come out on top. UFO is able to get 2 kills as they push in here to the point. Gup Gang has the advantage, and they're going to try to force out UG Black. Looking for Boyfriend, gets the good boop there, and UFO trying to focus down OP Freeze. There he goes, and again, Gup Gang will be able to come out on top, and they're about to tie this one up and take the lead in percentage. Let's see if they can take this one all the way. UG Black going to have to come up big here to take this round.
Yeah, UG Black's going to have to pull something out of their back pocket as we see Gup Gang taking the more standard forward position here, holding the choke. UG Black is going to have to really leverage their coordination here since they don't have the ultimates to play with.
At 90%, let's see what they can do. Albatross with the Riptire up. Zach, he has the Pulse Bomb as well. Albatross will dive back into safety, and he'll bring out the Riptire. Let's see what he does with it. He wants to send it into the back lines. He's going to send it in. He's able to take out Lizard with it. And with that, no one was able to make it in. Good Riptire was able to take out their DPS, but no one was able to make it into the point anyway. They didn't commit to a big engage. And again, Gup Gang will take that one, and Gup Gang will take the 5-0 as they win here on control.
Wow. He almost made it, the Roadhog almost made it back onto the point there, but just not able to get there as we see Mechanics with that double halt, which was the call for Albatross to kill himself, unfortunately. You know, I think UG Black really, they had some moments of brilliance on Gibraltar, here on Nepal. They also had some moments of brilliance just at those clutch last-minute moments. They were unable to get those overtime victories, unfortunately.
Yeah,
they put up a great... Oh, sorry.
Yeah, they had a lot of good showings, but Gup Gang just had slightly more good showings, and they managed to take some more points. If you look at these scorelines here, you see 2-1, 4-3, 5-4. Like, those were all pretty close matches that UG Black could have easily won.
Played very well on Watchpoint Gibraltar. Took that one very close, but at the end, Gup Gang was still able to come out on top. So, I mean, despite a 5-0 for Gup Gang, it's not as close as, like we said, would make it, or not as one-sided as the scoreboard would make it seem. As UG Black was able to put up a lot of good fights, and they had that last round on Nepal there going their way. But in the end, Gup Gang is able to fight back and again come out on top.
I'm excited to see Gup Gang in the coming weeks. Hopefully, we should reach out to them and see if they want to be broadcast once again, because a lot of their players are very exciting to watch.
Absolutely. After a great showing tonight from them, I am definitely hoping to see more of them in the future as we continue on.
If your team is looking to get cast, or if you want to start being caster, definitely check out Broadcast.gg. If you do !Broadcast.gg in the Twitch chat over there, you should get a invite to the Discord server. You should definitely join that. A lot of nice people there. It's a really nice place to be, and you'll learn some pretty cool things. Or at least I think they're pretty cool. Yeah, that's going to be all from us here. I've been Benviglo, joined by Elite and Boda. And thank you for tuning in. See you tomorrow.
It is which